I went to find you, Gray said quietly. I did not mean to intrude. My father had died. I wanted him to see you, but you were gone. He turned, struck the chimes harder. The sound surged. From which kingdom? He asked. Have you returned? Stormvale, I replied honestly. Gray frowned. Wasn't I supposed to come after Riverwyn? As he spoke, he had already reached the far end of the bronze chimes. Days ago, he said evenly, Riverwyn sent an envoy. They threatened war. If I handed you over, they promised to withdraw. His voice never rose. Gray had always been careful. Even now, he still wanted to keep me. But he also knew what it cost. So, I asked quietly, You're going to send me to Riverwyn? He turned back to me. His gaze was steady, measured. Lyra, he said, you married 7 kingdoms. Do you truly believe I can protect you? I didn't answer. Greyhold was small, no vast armies, no endless treasury. I understood that, so I turned to leave. He caught me from behind, pulled me hard into his chest. The impact knocked the breath from me. He held me there, tight enough that I couldn't move. For the next few days, Gray shut the palace gates. No court, no audiences. Only water and rice were brought in. He grew thinner, sharper. I can't protect you, he said one night, voice low. But I told them to leave. He rested his forehead against my neck, steady, unwavering. The kingdom belongs to its people, he said. And you are part of mine. That night, wind passed through the bronze chimes. The sound was hollow, distant. We sat together on the stone steps. I rested my head against his knee. Gray lifted his hand, hovering over my hair, never quite touching it. The Vale household didn't raise you to juggle 7 thrones, he said quietly. I've heard your father taught you to store grain, train horses, raise soldiers. He wasn't wrong. From the day my father found me, he had been preparing the road ahead. Money, land, logistics, timing, power. Everything had begun long before I noticed. Gray spoke again. Whatever you intend to do, he said, I offer you Greyhold. Use it. No hesitation. What should I do? I needed resources. I needed leverage. And my father had never taught me to choose only one. He taught me something else. Not how to survive power, but how to reshape it. I returned to him. 7 kingdoms are competing for me now, I said. What do I do? My father spread his arms and laughed. I raised you for this moment, he said. To gather the world into one hand. My ears rang. I had no interest in a harem. I had interest in the world. I had traveled all 7 kingdoms. I had seen wealth concentrated in one place, scarcity in another. Capable kings restrained by fragile balance. And I realized something. Conquest would only replace one cycle of collapse with another. I wanted a different path. Not domination by force, but coordination. 7 kingdoms. Equal standing. Shared rules, shared benefit, rotating authority. Collective governance. I struck the table. Well? I asked. My father exchanged a glance with Ash. Ash finally looked at me seriously. I see, he said. An alliance. Yes, I replied. Equal seats. Even the weakest kingdom speaks. My father raised a brow. And the strongest. No special privileges, I said. Ash paused, then laughed. That's familiar. A veto then? I nodded. Approved. The room fell silent. I looked at both of them. I'm asking for your support. My father leaned back. If it fails, he said calmly, you come home and marry for peace. Ash added without missing a beat, make the strongest kingdom feel important, and they'll back you. I understand, I said. Suddenly, everything became very clear. 2 kingdoms had already agreed. Greyhold, Ashenfall, 5 remained. And it was time to persuade the rest. I chose to go to Riverwyn first. Riv was drinking alone in a pavilion. It was almost poetic, until he saw me. You skipped me entirely, he said dryly. And now you come here? Aren't you afraid I'll take revenge on your favorite? I sat across from him. Let's talk, I said. Leave Gray out of it. Riv frowned. Gray? He paused. You don't even know his full name? I lifted my cup and clinked it against his. You don't either, Riv. If you had 7 partners, you'd stop caring about names too. Names were just labels. Riv stared at me, speechless. I laid out my plan. Once the 7 kingdoms form an alliance, Riverwyn becomes the central passage. Trade routes. Transit rights. You'll collect land tariffs. Riv took a slow sip. Greyhold, Northreach, Riverwyn. We're all smaller powers. You really think the great kingdoms will agree? Ashenfall already has. That got his attention. Riv weighed the situation, then nodded. We split up. Riv would do what he did best: talk, convince, redirect. I, meanwhile, began to notice how strange this world was. Why were all 7 kings young and handsome? Why was my father, a so-called traveler, so deeply involved? Why were there exactly 7 portals? And why did I truly feel something for all 7 of them? That wasn't reasonable. In any world, the night sky held no stars. The moon warped when I blinked. I leaned against Gray's shoulder and asked him why he loved me. He looked down at me, gentle and unwavering. I don't know, he said. Maybe it was instant. When you're gone, I just... Wait, that was enough. This wasn't a parallel world. This was a romance narrative. Less than 3 months later, Riv returned. I have good news, he said. And bad news. The good. He laid 7 contracts across the table. All 7 kingdoms agreed. Too easy. That never meant good. And the bad? I asked. Riv hesitated. I discovered something else. They feel it too. All of them. I grabbed the edge of the table to stay upright. And you told them. Riv backed toward the door. I hinted that, he said carefully, the rotation might not stop at governance. I threw everything within reach at him. He dodged easily. Wait, he said. It gets worse. The Alliance Summit was in 3 days. Clear skies, Riverwyn, 7 banners in the wind. Guildmere, Emberfall, Northreach, Greyhold, Stormvale, Riverwyn, Ashenfall, they all arrived. I stood between Grey and Ash. My father asked me how I felt. Like I just unified the world, I said, and clocked in for work. One by one they appeared. Elegant as ever. North and Val riding in together. Gil shouting my name across the courtyard. Riv was already inside. The alliance was sealed in blood. Perfectly. Riv rose. It's time to announce the final arrangement. He stepped forward. When I said rotation, he said, I didn't mean only the world. Silence. He pulled away a black cloth. A golden throne gleamed beneath it. Yes, he said proudly. A rotating throne. No one spoke. Gil looked stunned. Am's fingers stopped tapping. Gray and Ash looked genuinely confused. Finally, Am spoke. We compromised, he said quietly. Was that not enough? I took a breath. You don't love me, I said. You're following the script. So tell me, why do you love me? None of them answered. Then the sky split open with white light. A cold voice echoed. Submit task progress. We ran outside. My father stood on the steps, smiling. I submit, he said confidently. Ash leaned toward me. He's leaving. Take me with him. I pulled Ash back. You're not the same. He's a real person completing a task. You're written as a traveler. We were all characters. My father waved. May the 8 of you live long together. I'm done. The light swallowed him whole. We stood there staring. And that was the end.